you have to set it up in a certain way. You can do Grand Prix or Versus. I usually do Versus because I guess it's faster. So you do a 150cc with no teams, no items, because that's the category we're doing. So no items. Hard computers. And then you do 48 races, obviously. And then I just do courses in order. It doesn't really matter. But basically, you start the splits on, you know, the OK, and basically then you're smooth sailing. So here we go. We'll get into the run. 3, 2, 1, go. There it is. Speed run time. Yo, what's up, Pharaoh? The splits are messed up? What do you mean? Oh, geez, they are messed up. Oh, geez, Louise. I forgot that we're actually doing speed runs. So, it's fine. I had it set to the casual layout because I was like, wait a minute. We're playing Mario Kart, but I forgot that I do speedy things with Mario Kart now. That's what happened. Don't mind me, I'm a professional speedrunner here, professional streamer. I'm too good to you? I know, Smithy, how are you? It's good to see you. It's obviously so I can put my splice in there, you know, because the scene change, I have 300 milliseconds to put the splice in. That's really what it is. Actually, just so there's no shenanigans, I'm gonna actually restart that just because I don't want there to be shenanigans. I don't want any accusations. I don't want any accusations. Also, I like when my my runs look nice. All right, so we're in there. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Professional streamer indeed, though. To you, they're fun, but they get boring quickly. What, the Battle Royale games? I'm not really into them. Like, I have a lot of respect for them, and I think they're really, really cool to watch, but I don't really enjoy playing them that much. Like, I like watching other people play Battle Royale games. But yeah, I guess the quest is for sub 2 right now, because that's what we were kind of going for. You're really into CS? I really like Counter-Strike. I'm very bad at it. But I really like watching it. Are you guys really into watching Counter-Strike, or do you guys like any esports or regular sports? What are you guys into? Like, I know for me, like, when it comes to playing games, I really like playing a lot of, like, other than my speedruns, of course, I really like playing, like, adventure kind of, you know, open, you know, kind of 3D games. I don't know, like, not open world, really, but open world in some ways. I wouldn't like say like open world sandbox though, because I'm not really into those games. Like I like games like Kingdom Hearts, Ratchet and Clank, you know, where it's like kind of an open world, but it's not an open world. There's like an overworld hub usually, or you know, some kind of warping thing. But those are the kinds of games I like to play casually. And then if there's ever games I like watching, it's definitely like competitive games like Counter-Strike or Counter-Strike's really the only esport I like to watch on a regular basis, but It really depends. Melee's super fun to watch? Yes. I forgot about Melee. You can't sleep on Melee. Are you excited for Smash Summit? I'm pretty stoked to see what happens. The only game that you play competitive, or that you're competitive at, is Tetris. That's awesome. Tetris is really fun. We definitely had quite a few, like, mistakes in our PB. Like, sub 1 or sub 2 is very possible. Did I not split? Rip the first split. I hit the button. You guys probably heard me hit it, but it didn't work. Aaron, what's up, man? You used to play Melee competitively? Oh, nice. Who do you main? You play a lot of Rocket League, and you watched the RLCS this weekend. Nice. You'll teach me? Sounds good. Welcome back, fighter. Just in time for the speedrun. Absolutely. You've been thinking about streaming CS, but you would have to not have a lot of chat interaction. Yeah. You gotta talk to your squad, dude. You gotta talk to the squad. The CS squad. We are definitely a couple seconds ahead. I can tell you that much, because this should be fine. We should have all the coins that we need. Just gotta grab 2 of these. It's not too hard. Yep, we in there. You main Puff. Oh, nice, dude. So are you a big fan of Hungry Box, or are you trying to take him out, man? Are you trying to become the best Puff in the world? Yo, puppy lover. Thank you so much for the follow. How you doing? I can confirm that I am a lover of puppies as well. You're gonna main the heck out of the Piranha Plant when it comes to Ultimate? Heck yeah. But yeah, you'd also have to have a delay, that's true, for Counter-Strike. You don't want to get, like, stream sniped or whatever they call it in Counter-Strike. You play Falco. Nice, dude. Falco's pretty cool. One of our mods is a Falco main. And he recently did some commentary at Canada Cup. His name is Mr. Limp. Well, his name's Limp, but, like, he's Mr. Limp. The best map is... Yes, of course, the best map is last. You're a huge fan of Hungry Box, but you're not nearly as good. I got you, man. Yeah, he plays Melee pretty well. A lot of the top-level Melee guys really play really dang well. It's nuts. Yeah, I would say my favorite Melee player is probably Mango. I really like Mango. Mango is probably my favorite. I remember seeing him win Evo, and that's like what got me into competitive Melee. I never really was super into it, but I saw Mango win Evo, and that was like what got me really into it. If you guys watch Melee, who's your favorite Smasher? And if you guys just play Smash, who do you guys like to main and Smash? You like competitive Melee, but you don't know anything about the players. Yeah, I get that. That's kind of like how I am with Counter-Strike. Like, I know about certain teams. Like, I'm a big fan of Astralis, and I've been a fan of them for a few years now. Like, they're really good right now. Like, they just won IEM Chicago. They like kicked everybody's butt. You know, other than them, and then VP was a team that I really liked, but a lot of the players that I liked on that team don't play for them anymore, so I don't really like them as much. You know, I don't really know a lot about other Counter-Strike teams. I just kind of watch them like, this team is pretty good, this team isn't good. That's kind of like the contrast. Mango's so good it's not even fair, for sure. Oof. Only a little hiccup there. We only scratched the edge of the track there a tiny bit. CSGO is so much fun to play with me. Maybe sometime, dude. I don't have a lot of time to do like casual gaming. I know that's like not even really casual, but like if I ever find some time, like I definitely would hit you up, man. It'd probably be like on the weekend, because that's usually when I have time to do things like that, but it depends. I'm real bad, man. You're gonna have to carry. West Balls is your favorite, but he doesn't seem as relevant lately. Yeah. My buddy's really into West Balls. He's another one of our mods, actually. His name's Bathius or Brad. He loves Weston. Weston Dennis. He's a madman. But yeah, if we're talking like not mainstream favorite smashers, like not top 5, even though West Balls isn't top 5, but like we're talking about Hungry Box and Mango, and I would say that my favorite, like not like super mainstream smasher, still mainstream but not totally mainstream, is probably either the Moon or Pew Pew U. I really like them. They work differently and they're nothing like COD. Yeah, they're crazy. I know that that's like a huge part of the competitive play. Like I don't even know. I got you, SK. Makes sense. Totally makes sense, man. I still can't believe that they put the Piranha Plant in Smash, dude. Waluigi got the short end of the stick. You enjoy watching the Overwatch League. It's funny. I actually don't know like anything about the Overwatch League. I've definitely seen, you know, like news about it. but I don't know anything about it, and it's really interesting because like it's you know, like a pretty legit thing. Like it's, you know, through like it's like all on like ESPN, like it's wild because, you know, like people didn't know that like that was gonna happen. Like it's like definitely one of the more I think followed esports, and for it being such a popular esport, it's shocking to me that I don't know more about it. But I'm not like super into Overwatch. Like I really like the only esport like that I like is like Counter-Strike and then Melee. Like that's really like the only ones that I follow on a regular basis, I'd say. You're getting to Switch Odyssey and Smash Ultimate for Christmas? That sounds awesome. Sounds like you are living the life, dude. Are you excited? Odyssey's such a fun time. We played it casually on stream, and it was just great. Oh god, that's not what I wanted. It's crazy how good some of the people are that play this game, though. Mario Kart is a game I could see myself maybe grinding for, like, world record. I think that could be fun. That could actually be really fun. Oh, absolutely, SK. The Switch just, like, never stops with its library, I'll tell you. It's a rad library for sure. Well, yeah, it's like Search and Destroy in that aspect, Pharaoh, where you have, like, one life, you know? You've never gotten a mainline Nintendo console, only handhelds? Feed me to the Nintendo gods. Dude, that's so exciting. Definitely let me know how it goes. No, I don't play Overwatch at all. I've never played Overwatch. Like, the mainstream esports and mainstream, like, PC games, I'm just not, like, really into. Like, I don't play League, I don't play Overwatch. I basically live in, like, the early, like, 2000s. Like, the games that I find myself playing are games, other than, like, maybe new releases of games from that era, like, I mostly play, like, really old school games. Even on stream, like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is probably one of the only new school games that I play on stream. It's a lot of old school stuff. And then, outside of the stream, I only do so much casual gaming. But, like I said, in terms of new games that are out, like, any of the new Nintendo releases I'm a fan of. But, like, I don't do a lot of PC gaming to begin with, so I'm not super keen on the Overwatch, League of Legends kind of thing, you know? Yeah, we're doing the Mario Kart 8 speedruns, man. We're gonna learn Sly really soon. Like, I'm planning on learning Sly in the next few days, or at least playing it on stream and then kind of figuring out how to learn it. But, we got sub 130 yesterday, so we're doing the kart stuff right now. We finished one run today in Sunshine, and it was a 135. Really, really laid back, kind of easygoing run, just talking about the Sunshine stuff, talking about, like, the plans for the stream. How are you doing, though, Brad? We were talking about Melee a minute ago, which is pretty dang awesome, because I know that's right up your alley. The guy in your class was wearing an Overwatch jersey. It surprised you that it was that popular? Yeah, dude, it's real popular. When's the Melee stream, Sam? I don't know, when I'm good enough at Melee to stream it. Oh snap, dude, Bommel when you play CS, that's lit. That's so funny though, Pharaoh. Rip, man. That sounds like a sick play. I see you, man. I respect it. Oh yeah, of course I do, Lotus. How are you? I never forget, man. I never forget. People always come into the stream and they haven't been in the stream in a long time and they're like, you probably don't remember me, but I've seen your name in the stream enough to remember, like, who you are. It's good to see you. Hello, friend. How've things been? Oh yeah, I've been doing alright. Good to hear it. I've been doing well as well. Yo, JH, thank you so much for the host, man. How you doing? What's been going on, Brad? How you been today? We had a PB cookie yesterday because we got 2 PBs. That I just realized that was the second day, in that or no, that was last week I guess technically, but that was the dude. I PB'd twice again yesterday. Like that's wild. Getting all those PBs is hard, man. I like I said, I can't honestly remember the last time I got back-to-back PBs that many times. You're planning on getting more games for the Switch throughout 2019. You got to pick up LM3, right? You guys are around the same skill level. That's awesome. You guys would probably wreck me. What are you guys ranked in Counter-Strike? I know a little bit about the ranks, but I probably don't know like super specifics. Chilling today? Sounds good. You guys play CS every day. Awesome. I'm doing well, JH. Glad to hear that you're doing well as well. It's good to see you. Oh yeah, we're gonna be playing the new Pokemon on stream for sure, Aaron. Like, hands down. Hands down, we were playing the new Pokemans. People are definitely hyped about it. I'm not like a huge Metroid fan. Like, I like the game series, but it's not like a game I get really hyped about, but there are definitely some people. I think I've even heard about it in stream before, like from people in our community that are hyped about it. Gotcha. Gotcha. Sounds good, man. Get the foods. Oh yeah, I'm getting LM3 for sure. I don't have it pre-ordered yet, but I'm getting it. Nothing's stopping me. But yeah, it's good to see you, Lotus. What's been new with you? What have you been up to lately? It's always awesome to see people who like are like people that have been in the stream before that haven't been in a while, because like you're just like, hello friend. It's so good to see you. You got D-ranked, had a gold, oof. Dude, we're killing it right now with these splits. You're playing the original Metroid Prime game right now, you can't wait till Metroid Prime 4? There you go, dude, I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm getting Let's Go Pikachu, and I'm pretty excited. I don't really know how to feel about the whole, like, game mechanic situation. I've remained pretty unspoiled. I do know that they've kind of simplified the battling system for this game, and some other things, but I do know that it does take place in Kanto, which is one of my favorite regions, and it's a remake of Kanto, which is amazing. So I think regardless, I'm gonna like it. It's just a matter of kind of, you know, figuring out how the game plays when we play it. But it's gonna be a fun time. We're definitely gonna be playing it on stream. Like I said, definitely expect some Sly Cooper on stream pretty soon as well, because we're gonna play through it casually and then kind of start it as a speed game, or at least that's the plan, tentatively. But there's going to be a lot of cool stuff heading to the stream. Expect a cooking stream again soon as well. Like, I spoke about this a little bit earlier, but we do got the cooking stream coming up very soon. We're going to be making pumpkin pie, I think, so if you guys like pumpkin pie, make sure to stop by. All the gold. Oh yeah, all the golds. Ouija time. Do an egg boiling speedrun? Oh jeez. Get world record in egg boiling? Maybe. The cooking streams are really fun. I've only done a handful of them, but I've really started to like kind of optimize them. Like, I have a really good camera setup, but I have an okay microphone for it, and I recently got like an earpiece to play like music through like the computer, and all the alerts through the computer, so that way like the audio is just gonna be like way better. Because I had to play the alerts through the computer like speakers by themselves initially, since I had no way of hearing the alerts. So now that I can do that, and now that you know, that's like a possible thing, I'm definitely gonna be playing it through the computer, and we're gonna be playing like cool little jazzy music too. Like, it's gonna be a good time. They're gonna be real chill. I'm excited. I think the pumpkin pie stream is gonna be like the first full-fledged, like, we got the good plays, we got the good setup cooking stream. I do have an extra webcam laying around now, and I'm trying to figure out how I can incorporate it into the cooking streams if I want. Because I already have a 3-camera setup for our cooking stream currently, but I'd like to maybe get like an oven cam. Like, I think it'd be kind of cool to have a camera on the oven. Chillin', man. You were a part of a musical and stuff in school, got you busy, but otherwise you've just been chilling. Awesome, man. What was the musical? That's so cool. I was never really into like musical and theater when I was in school, but I really like respect it and like think it's really, really cool now. And looking back, I would have probably liked to be involved. The only thing I ever did in school was I was involved in tech theater, so I did like a lot of the sets and stuff for plays, but I was never in them myself. Oh, I think the audio's the audio is not terrible. It's just not it's much better now. I use like a lapel mic, and that's wired, but I have a wireless headphone that I have, and then you know that everything just runs through the computer now, so it's all good. Gosh, Brad, making fun of me. My mods are so mean to me, guys. Brad's allowed to be mean to me because he's like my best friend, but like, not cool. Pumpkin pie, gimme gimme, honestly. Not really a big Nintendo fan. I respect that. Because your parents kept saying that Nintendo's for babies. Oh my gosh, that's not cool. They stopped you from getting into Nintendo. I see. That's crazy that your parents would like be that adamant about you not being into Nintendo. Like, I respect people who are not like big fans of Nintendo, because I definitely think that it's definitely a hit or miss. Like, either people are super into it or just not into it at all. But that's awesome that they're okay with you getting a Switch, you know. Hopefully you'll finally get to enjoy some Nintendo games you've been missing out on, because there are definitely quite a few, man. Not just your mods, this is true. Do the jumpy jump, man. A big part of the speedrun is prioritizing getting coins. Getting coins is really important. Get new parents, oh jeez. The Switch is great, that's why they're okay with it, this is true. I think my favorite Nintendo console still is the GameCube, for sure. Like, I love the GameCube, it's just such a fun time. It's such a fun time, man. Nintendo isn't for babies. I know. What the heck, man? I feel targeted. We've only been playing Nintendo games today. I guess that means I'm a baby, chat. GameCube is best console for sure. Nintendo's an acquired taste for sure. Their first-party support's like godlike, but their third-party support has been lacking the last couple of years. But they're really stepping it up, which is pretty cool. Yeah, exactly, especially in no items as well. Items makes the runs a little bit different. I've thought about doing items runs, but no items is kind of chill. Like, again, like, I'm really just like trying to have like a really chill, laid-back day today. Just because of all the grinding I've been doing the last couple of weeks. That sounds kind of lewd. But like all the speedrun grinding and stuff, it's just been like crazy. And like this is a really nice laid-back speedrun where like I just kind of, you know, I race around, I talk to chat. It's a good time. You know, hopefully you guys are enjoying this run. Like, it's a pretty cool run. Like, you know, it's basically just like I said, like a very chill kind of hangout, let's chat run. And that's what we do best as a community, is talk. So it's a good time. Oh, I should probably have grabbed one of those. Oh well, I'll get one of these guys. Nice. But yeah, the GameCube is my childhood, man. Like, that's what I grew up with. I grew up right around the end of the N64, like, era into the GameCube, and, like the N64 is a great console, don't get me wrong, but the GameCube is where my heart is. It's where my heart is, chat. You like the run so far? I'm glad. I know, and I'm glad that people who didn't get to see it before are going to get to see it now, because we did this for a sub goal not that long ago, and I actually really like the run. I think it's a fun run. But yeah. Honestly, when you're playing on the online leaderboards, getting a coin really is frustrating when you're in first place, because you're just like, I'm gonna get clobbered by these items, man. It's not good. Ooh. That was a little scary. Through the mastery of persuasion. Heck yeah. Cringe tabs. That sounds so interesting, Kenton Master. I did a speech once about Shigeru Miyamoto for a college class. The professor seemed pretty into it. The professor was like, I don't know who this mysterious like Asian man is, but like, oh jeez. But by all means, like, go for it. People in the class definitely knew, but I don't think she knew. She was from Italy, and she was really, really awesome, actually. But the GameCube controller is definitely the most comfortable controller I've ever held. They do continue to support them, just not in the way that I think a lot of people would like them to. What's the world record for this? 150 something. I could get you an exact number, but it's a 150, so we're like about 10 minutes off a world record, and a lot of it is just little optimizations. Also, we're not necessarily racing with like the most meta character. This is a pretty meta build. Like, the setup is like pretty good, but the best like builds that they have are Wario with like the Wiggler bike, and then the wheels that I have on, the Blue Azure wheels. Oh jeez. But that's probably part of the reason that our time isn't as good. It's really subjective about like what you want to do. Like, I like racing with a character that I feel comfortable with. I've only ever done one run of this as well, so this is like our second run of this ever. So there's definitely still a lot of ways to go, but we're almost in like the top 50%, I think, on the leaderboard, which is cool. For doing one run, that's not bad at all. Mysterious Asian. You did a research paper on Mr. Iwata once? That's awesome. I think Iwata had passed away while I was in school. I didn't think about doing it on Iwata, but Shigeru Miyamoto was like the person that had the most information, because he's such a public figure, you know, like, I know Iwata was very public as well, but just because of all Shigeru Miyamoto's, like, you know, history, like, it was really easy to talk about him. GameCube controller, I know. I love GameCube controllers, like, I've heard that the new Smash controller is not bad either. Speech. Yeah. I was a comm major. You have to do public speaking as a comm major. I don't mind giving speeches in front of people, especially now. Like, I talk to people all day. Like, literally, like, I'm talking to people right now. And while, like, they're not in front of me, like, if the entire chat was watching me in a room and I had to directly talk to them, I'd be very cool with that. At least we're not getting, like, too trolled, man. There are some levels, though, where it's dicey. Like, we do have the hard CPUs up right now, so... At least we should. Okay, I guess we're not splitting there. You're a comm major too? Oh, no way. That's awesome, man. Communications was great. Imagine trying to do a presentation on Nintendo and not have it last 5 hours. There's so much to know about it. Yeah, it had to be a pretty quick speech, but it was just, you know, kind of like, hey, this is Shigeru Miyamoto. He did, like, all of these awesome things. This is kind of his background and his story, and this is why he inspires me. Yeah, communications is pretty chill field. I really enjoyed being a comm major. I was communications and film. My film professors were always really strange, though. They showed us a lot of, like, weird things. It was the kind of thing where you're like, why are we seeing this? Like, I get what you're trying to say here, dude, but you probably shouldn't be showing us this. Well, that's awesome, man. How far along are you, or are you, did you already graduate? Oh yeah, without the Wii supporting GameCube controllers, it would have been a disaster. You're in mass media communications. Oh, nice. Very cool. Very, very cool, my friend. Yeah, I did a lot more of, like, the film and kind of production route. And, you know, I basically was like, man, I don't know why I'm in school learning about this when I can just start doing it. I took some time off from school, and I've been streaming ever since. Although it's not the same as, like, going out in the field and, like, doing, like, film and, you know, doing other comm things. Like, there's a lot of overlap, and I feel a lot more fulfilled doing the stream thing. It's just your second year. Nice. Hey, man, you're making the good strides. I was doing a lot with, like, news television and stuff. Like, I was doing a lot of stuff with that kind of thing, and it just wasn't making me happy. Like, I was doing production, which I was into, but, like, it just wasn't the kind of production I was into, and I was like, I want to, like, do stuff with games. there were other reasons that I like took some time off from school, but I want to go back and finish, but I'm probably not going to go back to Boston where I was studying. I'm just going to kind of finish probably somewhere where I live now. But right now the stream is like my top priority, and I'm loving it. It's a great time. Man, it's nail biter here. I know we had some shenanigans on a couple of these races though. Like we had quite a few deaths. Well, not deaths, but we fell off. So like, it's all good. I would say if I had to like tier controllers though, I would say the Pro controller is like definitely one of the more comfortable controllers that Nintendo's ever made. I do have to say I like the Pro controller. Seeing this in 200cc is pretty fun as well. Like 200cc is a really, really cool category for this. Oh shoot. That was not what I wanted at all. He drifted the wrong way, man. What the hecky? That was a little scary. Yeah, it's interesting because the route that most people do for this game as well is a little bit different than the route that I do. Most people start with Dragon Driftway. I'm not sure why. I don't think it really matters. Like, I don't think you lose time by starting with Dragon Driftway or not starting with Dragon Driftway. I think it's just more of a personal preference. There's probably some kind of weird advanced skip that you have to do that I don't know about, and that's why they start off with it. Yeah, like I said, these races are really, really chill. Like, there's really not a lot to it, but it's, at the same time, like a really, you know, solid race. We did lose a race. We got 4th in one of the races in our run. So I think I think it was on Cheeseland. Cheeseland was just not nice to us. We didn't even have 10 coins, man. What the heck? Nice. Outside of speedrunning, what's my favorite game? Probably Pokemon. I don't do any Pokemon speedrunning currently, but like Pokemon's always been something that I've been into. I really like Pokemon. It's always kind of been my jam. But if we're not talking Pokemon, it's probably, like, there's a lot of overlap with games that I like speedrunning-wise and then just also casually. Because a lot of the games that I find that I tend to like casually are games that I want to add, like, another element of play to, and that's why I do the speedrunning. But if not, then probably, like, honestly, like, Kingdom Hearts or Sly Cooper or Ratchet and Clank or Jack, like, one of those kinds of game series. They're really, really fun. But Pokemon's, like, my go-to answer. Pokemon's, like, the more obvious answer for me, personally. Oh, jeez, that was a little dicey. No. It's a struggle, man. Trying to get coins is tough. And the coins really do make a difference. You have returned. Welcome back, Justin. Speedrunning Pokemon's terrible. I know. I've really wanted to, like, get into it solely because I love Pokemon so much, but it's just not, like, a good idea. It is just not a good idea at all. Like, I love Pokemon, and I feel like speedrunning it will ruin it for me. I played competitively for a couple of years, and it honestly ruined it. Like, it's been so long since I've actually felt like I could play a game casually and not be thinking about my team build, and, like, I played in the VGC circuit, and, I really, really, like, pushed myself to be a good Pokemon master. I missed that boost again, jeez. But it really ruined it for me because I couldn't play the games casually anymore at that point. And it just, like, when a new game came out, I was like, crap, I gotta play through this so it's ready for tournament, you know? You're not a Pokemon fan, but you like the TV show, which is weird. The TV show is great. Are you talking about, like, the old school stuff or the new school? Like, I've heard Sun and Moon anime is really good, but I haven't really seen a lot of it. I've heard it's really dark, which is very unusual for Pokemon. Yo, what's up, Wonko? You gotta go, but I'll see you around. Sounds good, Sean. Thanks for hanging today, man. I hope to see you again soon, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. That's how it feels when someone speedruns Pokemon. Oh my goodness gracious, man. Wah. You hear the new Pokemon series is very different. That's what I've heard too. The anime itself is very different. RNG is always not on your side in Pokemon runs. Yeah. Who speedruns Mario Party? There are some people. Actually, a person in our community is named Shape. He's a Mario Party speedrunner. I don't know how he does it. He's a madman. I like to run games that don't have a lot of RNG. I mean, every game has it, to, like, be fair. Like, Pokemon has a lot more than other games, but, like, Sunshine has a couple RNG levels. LM definitely has some RNG involved. Like, it's just kind of, you know, the way that it is. But there's definitely a fine line in, like, picking runs that have significantly more RNG than others. Like, I don't think I would ever be able to run Pokemon realistically. It depends, though. It really does. Like, Pokemon Coliseum and XD are some of my favorite games, and if I did speedrun Pokemon, I think I'd try and speedrun those, because they're really, really cool games, and they look really nice. The one thing I could see with Pokemon speedruns, like, being, like, fun is that, like, they're probably pretty chill. Like, it's a lot of, you know, just kind of picking moves, doing battles, hanging out, talking to your chat, which I think I'd really like. Because, like, when I'm streaming, like, my main priority is always the chat. Like, I like to play fast, and I like to, you know, do well with my runs, and, you know, obviously when I'm speedrunning, I prioritize my runs, when I can, but, like, chat, like, experience and, like, people being in the chat, hanging out in the chat, like, that's, like, what's important to me. So it's tricky. Like, I definitely like games where I can have a bit of downtime, but I also want a game that's gonna keep me excited, you know? And that's, like, what's tricky. Like, I feel like I get sleepy playing Pokemon. That's, like, another thing that kind of makes me hesitant. Oh, jeez. Dude, we just took out that dry bones, though. Yo, what's up, Lottie? No worries, man, child. Thanks for hanging, man. Let me know how everything goes with the Switch, man. I'm sure you will, but please keep me in the loop. Mario Party is a competitive esport. Oh, yeah. You're on vacation tomorrow. Nice. Where are you going? Do you guys call it holiday where you live, or do you call it vacation? Because I know, like, almost everybody else calls it holiday. But if you do call it vacation, hashtag team vacation, man. That's awesome. Well, that's good. It's going to be interesting seeing that game speedrun, though, because I know it's, like, a very different kind of game. What state am I in? I live in Idaho. I can't believe I lost time there. That seemed pretty good to me, but... You can't wait for Gen 8? Yeah, Gen 8's going to be cool. Detective Pikachu does look like a good boy. You don't understand the spearing of games that you practically have no control over. I mean, there are some aspects of control, but that definitely is one where it's, like, a bit dicey. I definitely get that. I've never done a speedrun of a game that I don't have control over in some way, shape, or form. Like, Pokemon, there again, there's a fair argument for it for sure, but, you know, there's definitely a lot of, like, RNG involved, and, you know, you have ways of manipulating that RNG in your favor in certain ways, but it only goes so far. Oh, shoot. That's the first drive off of the run here. We lost a bit of control there. Oh, geez. That's fine. So, Sammy, if you're a subscriber and it runs out and then you resub like 3 months later, does your moon reset? Currently it does. I think Twitch is looking to change that, but as far as I know, it currently does. You have about a 15-day buffer to keep your moon, if I'm not mistaken. But that's usually the consensus. Don't quote me, and don't quote me on the buffer time, but I think it's about 15 days of leeway for you to maintain your streak. But I read somewhere that Twitch is trying to, like, make it so that, like, it's just a collective amount of months. Starting in January, Twitch is changing it. Yeah. See, Justin knows the way. Oh snap, Justin knows all the ways, man. He's got you. He actually does though. I'm telling you, Justin is a wizard. Good stuff. Gotcha. Makes sense, Wonko. I honestly forget that you guys don't like speak English as your first language. That's such an American thing to say, but like, your English is always so good that I forget that it's not your first language. Like, actually though, it's crazy how good you guys speak. You do know the way. Can confirm. Rip driving off though. That really bites. Dang it, man. Tanyoman, what's up? Or Tonyoman? Tonyoman? I think that's how I say your name. I hope I'm not butchering it. How are you, dude? You're going to Warsaw Cap. Oh, Warsaw. Warsaw? I think Warsaw. Oh my gosh, Wonko. I always forget that you guys flip the months and stuff too. That's like a really hot topic in America. It's probably not the best joke to make, but I know that you didn't have ill intentions with that. But yeah, that's definitely something that you guys do is switch the dates around. Not gonna lie, you personally think days first make more sense. They probably. I honestly, I don't know, like, I'm indifferent. Like, I don't really think, I think either system really works. It's just, I feel like there needs to be a consensus. Like, it's kind of weird that, like, people do it differently. You know, like, it's kind of, like, I feel like it's, like, it should be one or the other. Like, the fact that it's, like, interchangeable like that is kind of strange, in my opinion. I think either or works quite fine, though. I don't know why, but I just got this random craving for kettle corn, like popcorn. Very random, but definitely craving it. You like to be edgy sometimes. Oh my gosh, Wonko. That sounds like a fun time, though. How long are you gonna be on vacation? It's 1:50, and I just totally read chat and drove off. Dang it, man! I gotta get better about that. I'm so like into chat sometimes that I just like I'm like, wait, am I even doing speedy runs? What are we doing? It's 1:50 though. It's fine. It's honestly on me. I just gotta be not a doofus. I gotta look at chat when I'm not either racing or when I'm on a straightaway. This is a very bendy and curvy kind of track, so. Ripper dippers, man. Ripper dippers. But it's 1:50. You saw nothing, chat. Nobody saw it. Nobody saw it. Do you like doing 200, Tony Omen? Rip in the dippers. Absolutely. Caramel popcorn's so good. For sure, Moon. How you doing, by the way? It's good to see you. While the metric system's used by the majority of the world, it could be argued to be better. You understand that changing the system in America would be a pretty big deal, for sure. No, I haven't, but one of the people in our community, Poobomb, he played Life is Strange. I wish he was here. He'd probably tell you all about it. Yeah, there'd be so many changes. All of our signs would have to be changed. All of our infrastructure. It'd be a hot mess. They talked about it many years ago, apparently, but they haven't managed to do it. Maybe one day. Yeah, do you speedrun this game, Tony Yeoman? I would say 200 is definitely the more like wild category for sure. I'm keen on it, but like I don't know. I haven't gotten myself to learning 200. I'm not the best at 200cc to begin with, so it's probably not the right category for me. But maybe someday. Yeah, it'd have to be a gradual change for sure. I agree with that, Justin. It's just that it's like I think it's definitely a financial thing too. Like it'd be very, very costly to change all the infrastructure, and then also like if people don't know, then that's like a pretty big problem as well. It's crazy. I know that we have hard CPUs on right now, but it seems like they're not as good. I know that I set the settings carried over though because we don't have items or anything, but it's weird that I'm like gonna almost lap this CPU. Maybe I'm just that good, guys. Changing all the signs and crap would take a lot of money. You can't raise 200cc to save your life. Oof, I understand. You're alright, thanks for asking. How is everyone? You thought I wouldn't have seen your message? Nah. I always read chat, man. I always read chat as best I can. Sometimes I do miss messages, but generally if you type in the chat, I almost always see it, and I almost always try to respond to it. Take your time, fighter. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like I said, I don't really know the whole conversion thing. Yeah, I mean there are definitely some road signs that need to be changed to begin with, but again, it's tricky. And some places do have when you get close to the border in America, at least from my experience, there are places that have both kilometers and miles, like on road signs. Like it'll say like, you know, like 6 miles or 15 kilometers or something like that. Oof, I missed the coin. Homework is so easy when you're listening to the stream, but when you don't, it's the hardest ever. Coincidence? Definitely not a coincidence, man. We got you. Oh, you do Mario Kart Wii. Oh, cool beans. Cool beans. Mario Kart Wii is a great game. I think my favorite map from that game that definitely needs to be making the comeback ASAP is Mushroom Gorge. I love Mushroom Gorge. I think that's one of my favorite maps of all time, to be honest. Oh my. Oh shoot. You gotta phone Amazon or contact Twitch about why your Prime account isn't working? What's going on? It's definitely a good idea to give him a call if it's not working though. But I'm sorry to hear that it's not working. How are you doing? Sturbenloch Hendersarg? I think that's how I say your name. Sturbenloch Hendersarg? I hope I'm not butchering it. How are you today? Yeah, for sure, SK, for sure. Mushroom Gorge is the best. You're doing fine? That's awesome. Glad to hear it, man. Yeah, Twitch Prime's the clutch, guys. Favorite track's always been Yoshi's Circuit. A lot of people like Yoshi's Circuit. It's actually not a track I'm really a huge fan of, to be honest. But I do appreciate the Yoshman Circuit. I do respect it. My favorite track of all time is Sherbetland. I love that track. It is the fam jam. It is the good stuff. Oh jeez, we hit the crab. What the heck, man? Wario's Goldmine. Wario's Goldmine, I have mixed feelings about. I like it in other games, but I don't like it in this game, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does, but I really like Waluigi Stadium. That's a track that I'd like to see come back. Wario Stadium from Double Dash now, best stage. That stage is also a really good stage. 200cc was your first experience to Mario Kart 8, so you picked it up real quick. But yeah, Mushroom Gorge is the good stuff. The skip on it is ridiculous. It is absolutely bonkers. You like the cow map, Moo Moo Meadows, for sure. Yo, Zabo, what's up, friendo? Did you hear we got the sub 130, my dude? Did you hear? It is absolutely crazy. Wario has so much personality. Mario's just a psychopath. I'm not sure, Wonko. It seems like our roads are probably the same width. Like, I've been to countries that use metric, and it doesn't seem like their roads are any wider, but, I honestly don't know offhand. I think just traveling distances in general would be difficult for people who would be trying to switch over to metric, because it's definitely a bit different. Our cars in America also do have the kilometer like reading on them as well. Nice. Man, got 2 PBs in one day. I did. I got 130.13 and then the 129.56. Metric has nothing to do with the road size. Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like the road size would be the same. Depends on the age of the country. Huh. That I didn't know. I don't know about these things. I can tell you that this is like about how wide the roads look in America. This looks like pretty standard. This looks pretty standard, but obviously the cars are like there's actually a bit more space than how wide they are in America. If I had to be blatantly honest. Like I'd say it's pretty close to this. For the big cars. For the big cars. Like for the little cars like that we're racing on, definitely not. But for the big cars, I'd say it's like pretty close. Oof, we're hitting the wall here. This is always a tricky map. We're on decent pace right now. I think as long as we get a sub 2, I'll be pretty happy. Oh crap. That wasn't the end of the race. I thought we were in there, man. I gotta undo the split. Oops. It's fine. There you go. I was ready. I was like, damn, that's a good gold. You like this map? I think it's a fun one. I like Moonview Highway more, I think. Moonview Highway is very similar, though. There we go. Still good. We in there. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, I think seeing Waluigi would be awesome in Smash, but it's definitely tricky. It's definitely tricky. It's definitely tricky. Yeah, I see the Prime badge next to your name, by the way. The Prime badge is definitely there. Are you having issues with like your Twitch Prime specifically? Like, are you not do you not have like your Prime sub, or are you not getting like your other benefits? Because like I definitely see the badge, so it makes me think that you do have it. Waluigi confirmed for Smash. I mean, he'd maybe get added as DLC, but like, it's tricky because of the assist trophy. If there was no assist trophy, I'd be like for sure. But I mean, honestly, it's so unpredictable. I mean, if a Piranha Plant made it into Smash, Waluigi could definitely make it into Smash as well. Waluigi could definitely make it into Smash. But only time will tell, my friends. Only time will tell. Yeah, I guess it would make sense that age would be why roads would be bigger. That makes sense. Or smaller, rather. I know there are some roads in America that like definitely were not intended to be driven on by cars, and they're historic roads, and like you can tell that like they were definitely built for like a horse and buggy. Like in a lot of the cities, like in New England specifically, which is like, you know, where a lot of early settlers were, you can kind of tell. There's also tons of cars on the road, so it doesn't help since it's New England. But yeah, I'm hoping for Waluigi to get put into Smash too. I'd be curious to see how they would have him as a character though. Like I'd be curious to see how he plays, you know? Like I'd be very keen on seeing that. Hank Hill's playing Fortnite. That's pretty lit. Oof, these drifts, man. Who? I forget what map it was, but there was a map that we fell off like many times. And I don't know what it was, but that's where our big time save is. We just gotta save about a minute for sub 2. And then sub 155, I guess, would be the next goal. Next big milestone. I'm sure sub 150 is possible. You just gotta be the spicy bean and get all the spicy drifts and boosts. Good stuff. Yo, Sturban Hendersog? Hendersarg? I'm so sorry, like, I'm having trouble pronouncing your name. Sturban Hendersarg. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Thank you so much for the follow, dude. I really do appreciate it. You're hoping for Rex and Pyro for the Smash DLC. Yo, SK, thank you so much for the follow as well. The follows really do help the channel out and mean a lot to me, guys. I appreciate it. You know, it's definitely like one of the best ways you can show your support for the channel, and it means a lot. So thank you so much. Also, there's like a track skip I can do here, but I should really pick up coins, so I won't do it until I pick up all the coins. This run is looking pretty spicy so far. If there's a character that you guys want to see in Smash that hasn't been announced yet, who would you want? I would say that I'm shipping for the Waluigi Smash romance, or Banjo and Kazooie would be cool too. I think those are like the characters I'd like to see most, though, to be honest. Waluigi or Banjo and Kazooie. I think the DLC is definitely going to include some interesting characters. It kind of sketches me out, though, that there's no like you don't know what you're paying for. Like, it's like they haven't announced the DLC. It's like, yeah, like if you wanna get a good price on it, you kind of gotta commit. It's like, what's the DLC then? You think it's pretty good as is, not gonna lie. There is a pretty solid roster. I'm intrigued about the DLC characters, though. It makes me think that they're gonna be really good. I don't really know who they'd add though. I mean, there are definitely people like, I don't know if they're gonna be like you know, Echo Fighters or like independent characters. I have to imagine that some of them would be Echo Fighters, because making 5 new characters seems like a tall order. The assist trophy's a red herring. Oh my gosh. Pizza! Definitely pizza for me as well, Tonio. Many of the well-off neighborhoods have such narrow and sketchy roads. Oh, it's the same way in like historic cities in America as well. Plenty of the roads near you were not built for heavy traffic, but the surplus of people moving near you has made it happen. Oh yeah. What state do you live in Justin? I'm honestly not sure. But I can tell you that when I lived in Boston, it was a mess. Like, some of those roads, man, they're so narrow. And there's so many cars that go on them. You would love Sora. Sora would be really cool. I feel like getting the licensing for Sora would be tricky. You're originally from New York, but you live in North Carolina now. Gotcha. Cool beans, man. So you're an East Coast boy. Alright. I'm from Maryland. Like, I grew up in Maryland, so I totally get it. Lineback? Who's Lineback? Is he from Animal Crossing? I don't know him, so I'm assuming he's from like Animal Crossing or something. I'm not too familiar. I hope I'm not triggering anybody. Take care, Tonio, man. Thanks for hanging. Yo, what's up, Hydrophobic Walrus? I am a pleb. He's from Zelda Phantom Hourglass. Gotcha. I've never played that Legend of Zelda game. I'm sorry. I failed you. I've played Twilight Princess. I've played a little bit of Breath of the Wild. I've played Wind Waker, and that's it. So I'm not the most cultured being. How are you doing though, Hydrophobic Walrus? Ripper Dippers, man. But yeah, Sora from Kingdom Hearts would be cool. I love Sora. In the copy of Kingdom Hearts that I got, I rebought Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 because I didn't have them anymore from my childhood. And in the copy of my Kingdom Hearts, I think it's Kingdom Hearts 1, it says, "I love Sora forever," or something. Like, "I'll love you forever, Sora." And it's like really interesting because I have no idea who owned this copy. But they love Sora. It's really cool though because you can just tell how much they enjoyed the game. But it's kind of strange that it ended up in a second-hand shop. But Didn't play Majora's Mask. Triggered. Phantom Hourglass was your first Zelda. I've heard it's a good one, but yeah. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. I'm sure they'll go really well. I'm contemplating getting pizza, but like I could have gotten pizza last night and I should have. I got a PB cookie last night, but it wasn't the PB pizza. Like you guys were talking about pizza earlier and yesterday, and I'm still thinking about it, man. Is this gold after gold after gold? It is, Zabba. It is. Come to think of it, you don't think some of your friends that live in the north have actually driven on a real freeway? You just don't get that exposure there. There are definitely places in America like that too. Like we have a pretty solid like highway system in America, but like a friend of ours that we met here from Montana. She's from a town of like 2,000, and like, you know, all of the roads in the town that she lives in are dirt, like or gravel. You know, you know, some places are like that in America as well. Most people, I think, have access to an interstate highway, though. But it really depends on where you're at and how remotely you're living. But, like, I can tell you that the highways in certain parts of our country are very different than in other parts. Nothing will beat OOT. It's not a bad game, though. Yeah, I've heard OOT is, like, the one to go for. I haven't played OOT ever. Majora's Mask is the hardest because you're playing against time. It's like Pikmin. I don't like games like that because it makes me worried. I don't feel like I can just freely explore, and that makes me a sad boy. I'm much more of a fan of like the kind of at your own pace games. OT is nothing against The Legend of Zelda Link's crossbow training. Oh my. But yeah, what's everybody's favorite Zelda game? I would say my favorite's Twilight Princess, but I haven't played them all, so that's definitely subject to change. Oh, dude, I drifted. Come on. I drifted. I hit the button, man. You love it, but you once ran out of time on the Water Temple boss? Oh, jeez. Having to do the temple all over again sucked. Yeah, I feel like the timer makes you like real scared. You're just like, oh shoot. I've only drifted off twice in this entire run though, which is good, because we need to save like a minute, and those definitely waste a bit of time. I'm a fan of going at my own pace. Speedrunning. I know, I'm a speedrunner, but I'm talking about from like a casual standpoint. I mean, honestly, when I do my runs, I go at my own pace most of the time. Like, we still gold split that. Like, when I'm doing my speedruns, it's a little bit different, obviously, but, you know, I still like going at my own pace, especially when I'm casually gaming. The time aspect made for some great side quests, for sure. Breath of the Wild's been your favorite Zelda game? I haven't even played enough of it to, like, really know much. Like, I started it, and I just didn't have time to play it, so it's still, like, up on the shelf, man. Speedrunning Mario games are the best. I am a fan. It'll be exciting to start a speedrun of a game that I'm not too familiar with, and that, like, is, like, on a different platform. Like, Sly Cooper is a game that I am familiar with, but, like, it's a game that I don't, like, you know, like, it's a game I haven't played in years, and it's also on a totally different console, and I haven't really watched a lot of speedruns of it before. I've only watched a few, so it's gonna be, like, a very fresh game. Breath of the Wild Hundo? Oh yeah, dude, easy. It's like a 24-hour run, isn't it? Or is that the one that's like 2 days? I can tell you that when I did a 12-hour stream and did 120 shines in that same stream, I literally like almost died, so Breath of the Wild 100% is probably out of the question. Minecraft speedrun? That's like an interesting one. I don't know. I remember they did it at GDQ once, didn't they? Minecraft speedrun? Where they had like a preloaded seed. You have to like fight the Ender Dragon. It is a thing, yeah. I don't know. I like doing speedruns of like either racing games, like platformers, or that's kind of it honestly. Racing games or platformers. Mostly platformers, I'd say, are the speedruns that interest me because like they involve the most skill and movement. Like, you know, like anything like if I you know get to where I want to be with Sly, I'm sure I will one day. If I do that, then you know the next step is probably like maybe another PlayStation platformer, like maybe a Ratchet and Clank or a Jack and Daxter, or maybe going back to the Nintendo stuff, but maybe going either up to Odyssey or down to SM64, where like we're playing on, you know, older and newer hardware. There are a lot of games that I've thought about running for sure, though. Need to play some video games tonight? You got the feeling? What are you going to be playing? The record is currently around 25 hours for non-DLC. The category allows breaks. How does that work? Are you like entitled to like a certain amount of breaks? If you don't take any breaks, does that time get deducted off? How does it work? That's interesting. The Koroks. Oh, I love it. This is my favorite map. I love it especially in this game. I think they just did such a nice job of making this map in this game. Oh god, I forgot that they have coins there, dang it. I have not been doing a good job collecting the coins, guys. Alright, we got half, that's fine. Get a few more here. That was only a little scary. Alright. Video game nights of the clutch, for sure. I'm telling you, when I was in high school, I used to play, I'll tell you, there was nothing like a Friday night in high school. So I'd go, after school I'd mostly play with my friends as well, but on Friday and Saturday night, I remember I'd like go to the grocery store and I'd get Flamin' Hot Cheetos and Mountain Dew Voltage and drink like maybe 2 or 3 Mountain Dew Voltages and have like a nice amount of Flamin' Hot Cheetos and play some like Call of Duty with my friends, and it was a great time. It was such a good time. Call of Duty and generally that's what I play is Call of Duty. Oof, I didn't mean to get caught up there, but it was literally not any more stereotypical than it could have been. Like I literally got like the Flamin' Hot Cheetos and Mountain Dew, and I just like literally right when I got home from school, like all day, like probably 8 hours, 9 hours, just all Call of Duty. We played zombies, we played multiplayer. It was a good time. Do I still talk to them? No. I talked to one, but now like honestly, a lot of people from my past I don't really talk to, like my high school like years, not really. I don't know if any of them really know I stream on the internet other than the one I still talk to. You should have time to play games right now, for sure. You can do it in one sitting and it has been done, and then it is a real-time attack. If you do it with breaks, you stop, then pause the timer, and then restart it. Gotcha. But they allow you to like take breaks, which is pretty cool. I'd think about speedrunning Twilight Princess, but honestly, it's too long of a speed game, I think, for me. Sammy confirmed not healthy when he was in high school. Honestly, I wasn't, dude. Like, I didn't eat poorly or anything, but I don't eat like that now. Like, honestly, I don't drink soda at all anymore. Like, unless, like, I'm out and, you know, it has to be a pretty special occasion. I haven't had a soda in months. Generally, it's, like, maybe I'll have one once every, like, in a blue moon. Like, every, like, maybe 6 months I'll have a soda. Again, like, if I'm at, like, a party and they have them, and, I'm, like, being offered. Or if it's, you know, or if it's, like, in, like, some kind of, like, specialty drink. But, generally I'm not going out of my way to have soda. But yeah, I definitely eat a lot better now, and it's important to, like, fuel your body with the right stuff. Like, eat good. Eat good and be well. But, other than that, like, I wasn't that bad. Honestly, like, as a kid, though, I mean, like, this was even a number of years ago, like, people have gotten, like, a lot more serious about, like, how bad for you things like that is. Like, especially, like, growing up. Like, I remember being a young kid and, like, having, like, many, like cookies and all sorts of things. Like, it was funny. I talked to my brother about it. Like, in our grandparents' house, they'd always have, like, you know, like, coffee cake and like cookies and all sorts of things, and like now like people will be like, oh my god, that stuff like kills you. Like it just wouldn't be healthy to like eat the amount of like, you know, things that we would eat. So it's crazy how things change. Like, you know, like in the early 2000s, people were not nearly as health conscious as they are now. You've never in your life had any soda and you're 13? Dang, man. Honestly, you're not missing out on too much. Soda's like really not, like it's generally not worth it. It's a lot of sugar, and it also like is very acidic and is very bad for your teeth. Can confirm. Soda's good, but like it's not, like it's something that like if they were like, oh, like you can't drink a soda ever again in your life, I'd be like, alright. As long as I can have milkshakes, man. Milkshakes are lit. Yo, Sam Noan, what's up, man? It's only been water and juices, mainly godly. Capri Sun. Capri Sun's good. The culture here in Wisconsin, you're encouraged to eat unhealthily. Oh my gosh, dude, I know. I lived in Wisconsin for a little while, and everybody is obsessed with cheese. Like, they put cheese on everything. Like, I remember one time we went out to a restaurant, and my brother was like, oh, can I get my sandwich without cheese? And they're like, without cheese? Are you sure? Like, no, have cheese. Cheese curds are so good, though, especially fried cheese curds. Oh, my. Kale time. Oh, kale's good. Raw kale is a little iffy, but, like, when it's mixed with things or when it's, like, baked, it's a lot tastier, but, yeah, there's definitely obviously a fine line of people, like, overreacting to, like, healthy eating and things, like, for sure. Like, there are people who definitely, you know, on both ends of the spectrum, I think, either, you know, don't think about it enough or think about it too much. Like, I think it's just the kind of thing, like, you just need to be conscious of what you're putting in your body rather than, like, you know, rather than being totally healthy, like, no, nothing, no this, no that. Like, my dad's kind of like that. Like, he doesn't really... He's, like, very, like, it's like you have, like, a scoop of ice cream, he's like, oh, that has, like, sugar in it. It's like, yeah, I know. Like, but one scoop of ice cream isn't going to kill you. It's, you know, there's a difference between 1 scoop and 10 scoops. Or, you know, 2 slices of pizza and 8 slices of pizza. Like, you know, you just kind of got to be smart. You just kind of got to be smart with what you're putting in your body. But, I respect the kale, man. Why no PB Sunshine runs? We PB'd yesterday, Brewster. We're doing the Mario Kart stuff today. Eating makes your tummy happy, for sure. Milkshakes are life, can confirm. I'm a big fan of milkshakes. You have internet? Yeah, let's go, Trey. Also, people were a lot, like, the big difference, I think, now is, like, a lot of people are more sedentary, too. Like, you know, we live in a society and in a culture where we live more sedentary lifestyles, at least in America. And that in combination with a lot of the food that people are eating is, you know, taking part in why people are unhealthy here. You know, you gotta exercise. Exactly, Wonko. And if you're eating it often, for sure. You forgot the coins respawn in verses. Oh yeah, dude, it's good. Of course, you need to be careful of what you eat to live, but you also need to live. Exactly, and that's my opinion on it. Like, I try to eat well, but I mean, you guys saw in the Discord. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Like, I got like a cookie after I PB'd. I was like, you know what? Like, I PB'd. I deserve this. I'm happy that I PB'd. So I'm getting this cookie. But, like, you know, I didn't have 8 cookies. I just had a cookie, you know? Like, there's a fine line for sure. But, like, I'm not gonna not eat something or, you know, not, like, go out of my way to, you know, not eat something because it's, like, not necessarily the healthiest for me. Like, again, within reason. Like, if I'm, like, going out to eat with my friends, I'm not gonna be like, let me get this really, you know, boring, dull, healthy option. Like, you know, when I cook at home, I eat pretty healthy. So, like, when I go out, that's, like, my time to get the not as healthy stuff. But everybody's different, you know. Some people have to have diets for medical reasons, and some people diet, you know, because they want to lose weight, and, like, you know, they're really strict on that, and I totally respect that. Like, I think it becomes kind of like an issue when people start, like anything, like, you know, everybody's entitled to live the life that they want to live, but like when you start to belittle people or make people feel bad about the lifestyle that they have, I think that's when it becomes a problem. Or obviously if there's like, you know, a significant like medical reason that like they're just not like doing, like that's when it becomes a problem, in my opinion. But I don't know. All I know is that food is good, and as long as you like regularly exercise and eat mostly what's good for you, like you're pretty much fine. Justin knows the way though. I'm sorry, man. I did choke. I don't know if I choked Rico 4. I choked on another shine. It was Pinna 6. I choked. What do the 10 coins do? So they increase your top speed. So every time that you get a coin, your speed, like overall increases slightly. So it's important to get the 10 coins as fast as possible, because then you'll be going as fast as you can for that given amount of time. Your pal that studied had some edgy remarks about this. He's very concerned with being healthy. I gotcha. Hooked up the Switch to the hotel TV and you sent a picture to your boss and he was like, I'm not surprised. That's awesome, man. Yeah, and that's a whole nother debate. That's a whole nother hot topic and debate that I can't even begin to get into. It's none of my business to get into it. We're here to play some games. So that's what we're gonna do. It's looking like we could potentially make this happen though. Like, I gotta go to the right. What? Dude, I drifted left, man. I did not tell him to do that. I tried to not have him do that, man. But I think we could make this happen. I feel like I did fall off during Piranha Plant Slide at least once, so that's totally cool. We're about 40 seconds ahead. We only need to save like another 20 seconds in the next couple of races, so if we can swing that, sub 2 is ours. You just care about Rico 4? I'm sure there are clips of me choking Rico 4. Believe me, I've done it many times. I'm sorry though, that makes me feel terrible. I haven't really been choking it that much lately in the runs though, so it sounds like you haven't been getting your fix in for a little while. I'm sorry about that. You silly goose, I drifted the wrong way. I know. I like moved the analog stick, but I guess I started drifting beforehand and that kind of made it not work out for us. Welcome back. What's world record? It's a 150 something. I can find out the exact number in a minute. Remind me, or if somebody in the chat wants to look it up, they can too. But it's 48 tracks, no items. Oh geez, give me 1 second. Thank you so much for the follow though. It's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 48 track, no item, 150cc speedrun. Orion Diamond, I think that's how I say your name. Thank you so much for the follow. How you doing today? I hope you are doing well, friend. It is good to see you. I appreciate the support. Can you drift in real life? No. My car would probably be okay with drifting, but I don't know. I've drifted in a car in real life, but I've never been a person doing it. When I went to a Pokemon tournament way back when, long ago, let me see if I can find the time here. Long ago, I rode with a buddy of mine, and he was like, "Hey, we're gonna drift. We're gonna drift right now. It's a 150-33, by the way. We're gonna drift right now in this parking garage." And we drifted down the entire parking garage, and it was really weird. I was like, "Oh geez," like I'd never driven with this guy before. I'd met him at tournaments, and he was an EMT, so I like trusted him. I was like, alright, if he can drive like an ambulance, he can probably do this. And sure enough, you know, everything was fine, but that's the only time I've ever drifted. My car is a 6-cylinder engine, so it accelerates very fast, but I don't know if that's good for drifting or not. I don't really know what kind of car you need to have to drift, but I probably wouldn't go for it. I don't want to mess up my car. Yo, Justin's got us. Why am I looking extra thick today? I don't know. Hopefully it's a good extra thick. I've let myself go a bit, I guess. I don't know. It's probably just the fact that the shirt that I'm wearing is a bit baggy. It's really comfortable though. Because he's bold and fearless. He was flirting with me? Oh jeez. I'm not good at picking these things up. It's just like when women try to talk to me and I'm like, they're not interested, and then my friend's like, dude, they were interested. It's like, aw. I always pick up on it like way too late, or like I pick up on it when I shouldn't be picking up on it, man. Like it's a struggle. It's a struggle, guys. You gotta teach me how to be aware. How's your work day been going, Eladile? Are you almost done for the day, or are you still on that grind? So I know it's like 5 p.m. Eastern, so you're probably almost done. Same. Justin's like, I get it. You got a new time on 200cc and 64 Rainbow Road? 58.791. Dude, that sounds really dang good. How far along are you from world record? Sometimes will take heavy turns in the intersection, so you hear the tire screech. Oh jeez. You'll make a flirt book for dummies? Thank you, Zaba. I appreciate it. I don't know. I always tell this story, and to this day I still don't know if like she was trying to like flirt with me or not, but I had this friend in college and she was really cool. And one day she invited me out to lunch, but I had like I don't know if I had a bad day or I just like wasn't really feeling it. I was like, like I don't really feel like going to lunch, like, you know, maybe like some other time. And like she never asked me again after that. Like I don't know if she was like trying to like ask me to go to lunch with her, but like it was one of those things where I was like, oh, like I got like a lot of homework, like I got like some stuff to do, and like thinking back I was like, she probably wanted to go to lunch with me. And she probably was really sad when I like kind of was like, she probably thought I was making excuses. But I always talk about that specifically because like to this day I still don't know. Like, but that's definitely one where like I told like the roommates about. They're like, dude, like, why'd you say no? I gotta get better at that. Oh jeez, I drifted off the course, man. Oof. Rip wah. What? Oh, that one I'm actually pissed about. That one I didn't deserve. We might actually lose this race. Crap. It doesn't really matter, but like... Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm actually gonna lose the race. Oof. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but that's funny. You're home? That's awesome. The world record's 85.54.725. Gotcha. But you don't do it in time trials, you do it in verses or in I was racing on it like it was 200. I know. I'm a goofball confirmed. I honestly think I'm decent at the 200cc Rainbow Road. There are certain courses in 200 that I'm pretty good at, but then there are some that I'm just like a hot mess. Like, don't even get me started. Alright. We missed one coin, that's fine. Right, there it is. It was completely obvious, and now you look back on it and grin. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would have been interested in this girl. She was kind of like a party girl. I think it also kind of pissed her off when I told her to try and set me up with like her cute like sorority sister instead. Like, I think I definitely put the nail in the coffin on that one, guys. She was in a sorority. She was in the sorority. It's called Delta Zeta. It's like a pretty known sorority, I think. But all of the girls in Delta Zeta were really cute. And I remember I met one of her like sorority sisters. I was like, oh, you should definitely like hook me up with your friend. I am a savage, dude. I didn't realize it though, because I thought of me and the other girl as friends. Like I didn't. Oops. I feel like that definitely was not working in my favor. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, because you don't think of anything of it, you know? I know that a lot of people can relate though, but ever since then, like, I'm more on my toes about it. I'm more on my toes about it. I'm very bad at reading those situations though, like, I need the person to, like, just, like, straight up tell me, be like, yo, like, I'm kind of interested in you, let's hang out, like, I'll, like, be like, okay, like, I see, I get it, like, I'm picking up on the cue now, sure, let's hang out. Like, I need that kind of person. Sammy was friend-zoned, how cruel, honestly. Oh snap, rip Som knowing. Oh jeez. I definitely watch streams on mute in class all the time too. Definitely made sure that I learned things in college. I learned how to watch streams. I learned how to watch streams during lectures. That's probably the biggest takeaway I had from college. Hopefully his class is going well though. But yeah, dude, I get friend zoned all the time. It's rough. I'm confirmed the friend zoned bee. You can't complain if you don't get the thing that you asked for, that's true. True enough, but you think it's easier to get close naturally? Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's, like, tricky, right? Because, like, with relationships, like, either it has to be something that you guys, like, you either know the person for a very long time or you don't know them very long. Like, at least from my experience. Like, either it's kind of like you see that person in that way, especially, like, in college. People, like, are very, very, like, it's very quick to be, like, a thing. Or it's, like, you know, somebody that you've known just, like, forever. And, like, it's hard. Relationships are hard, guys. No, I haven't totally finished college. I took some time off. I'm halfway done, just about. But I started school, back in, like, 2015. Yeah. So like I said, I'm about halfway done because I stopped going in 2017. What for? Like, what did I study, or? I studied communications. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, honestly, like, I joke about I joke about all the crazy things that happen to me with relationships, but like that's also part of the reason why I'm not really like actively seeking. Like it's one of those things that it'll happen naturally, and that's like my approach, my kind of opinion on it. Like if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, and you know, it's one of those things that you know is gonna happen naturally. Like I don't try to force my way into things, but you know, when people try to initiate something and I don't pick up on it, I'm just like, oof, rip. This is why I'm single. But yeah, honestly, for a long time, I really wasn't actively seeking, and like I changed kind of like my perspective to more just like, you know, like not actively seeking, but like, you know, open to, you know, something if it kind of comes up. But I'm not like out at the bars trying to pick up women. Like it's more or less like if I meet somebody and you know, I get friendly with them, and then like, you know, something becomes of it, like so be it, you know, that kind of thing. Honestly, I don't really have time for like, or like I'd have to have the right person, because like a lot of my time goes into the stream, and like, you know, like not everybody I think would be keen on that. You know, you have to find the right person for you. But yeah, in college, people come and go out of relationships so fast. Young people are very good at that kind of thing, in my opinion. Some people don't have any relationships at all, but then like they do and they don't. Like it's really complicated. Like there was this girl I went to school with. She was with this guy, but not with this guy. Like it was really tricky. Really nice girl, but like it didn't make any sense. Like she Like, I don't know. Some people have really complicated situations, for sure. Just date share, I know. Well, I'm in a committed relationship to the chat anyway, so it's fine. Like, I don't need no woman. I'm with chat. Yeah, like, what did I say? Yeah, communications. Communications and media. And, like, film. That kind of realm. All of the lectures that I like had were a joke though, and it was like the kind of school, like, it's a very renowned school, and the lectures were just like professors flipping through slides, like, and me watching streams on Twitch. My one class, I never paid attention because all the slides went up online. Back off, boys. He's mine. Oh my goodness. For sure, Justin. For sure. I mean, I'm 20, and you know, I've never really had anything super serious either. You know. I didn't study platforming. Absolutely not. For you, it's certainly about the right person. You're very bad at any commitments, so you would need someone who can understand and respect that you need time for yourself. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think for everybody, the right person's kind of out there. You know, you just kind of gotta find them. But yeah, I've had like little things like in like high school and like, you know, stuff like that, but I've never had anything really serious, and I think part of it is because like I've been really focused on myself, but also like, you know, I'm not super eager to like hop into something. I need chat to wingman for me. That's the real test. I gotta have chat wingman. I have faith, chat. You guys gotta find me all the cool people. You guys are too funny though. But yes, of course. I'll never leave you, chat. We're together forever. I should probably be over here. Together forever. Don't have to tell me twice. I'll be your wingman hardcore. Yo, Zaba's got me. Let's go. That'd be a fun IRL stream. Go to like the bar and like have chat try to persuade people to hang out with me. Could you imagine? I don't think I could ever do that, but that would be like it's like, oh, like, are you with somebody? It's like, well, like, I'm at the bar with chat. If you read here, the chat will tell you exactly how cool I am and why you should be hanging out with me and talking to me. Stop hopping over the first boost. I'm sorry. Sam knowing calling me out. He doesn't even know. It's all part of the advanced tech. It's RNG manipulation. You would do that in a heartbeat. Oh my. I still have to figure out if I can even stream the hair dyeing. I have to call this salon. This was the salon that was recommended to me by a friend. So hopefully hopefully they'll let me stream it. If not, like I said, I'll bring the brother, or I'll figure out a way to record it and then we'll watch it on stream, but I have a place kind of picked out, which is good. Well, oof. I swear he's not as big of a nerd as you think he is. Being a nerd is like in though. Oh geez, fighter, are you okay? For your own good, I won't be your wingman. Eladal is the confirmed savage. I can confirm that as well. To be fair, having a chat of 47 people would get you any girl, maybe. I don't like to toot my own horn, but yeah, you know, I got a chat of 47 people. And they're the dankest people on Twitch ever. Can confirm. Big shouts to all the people that are here though. You guys are amazing. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far, and I hope you guys are just having a fantastic day all around. It's so good to have you here. I love talking to chat. I love talking to you guys every single day because it's just such a good time. Like, you know, we get to be silly and goof around, and it's just amazing. So thank you for being here. But yeah, dude, that's the ultimate pickup line. I'm a Twitch streamer. You'd be surprised. Some people are really with it. Like, whenever people ask me what I do, you know, I usually tell them that I stream on Twitch because that's kind of like my primary thing that I do. And people are like really hip with it. They're like, "Oh, cool." I've yet to meet like a woman that's like super impressed. That isn't already taken. I've met like friends of or like I've met like people that have like, you know, like girlfriends or wives, and like they basically, like, it's so funny, like when I was at this housewarming the other night, I met this guy, and he was explaining to his wife what Twitch was, because she was, like, really confused, but she was like, oh, I'm into it, like, they're out there, man. They're out there. Friend. Oh my gosh, Trey. You started off with a sore throat, now you have a runny nose. Oof, it sounds like you're getting a little sick for sure, fighter. I hope you feel better. That's no fun. We out here? Absolutely nada. Nada would wing woman for me, wouldn't you, Nada? How are you? Have you been studying for your exams? Hopefully that's all going well. I don't know, man. I'm not good with the pickup lines. I'm not good with the pickup lines. I just like talking to people. Like, a friend of ours, he literally, like, his go-to pickup line, he literally, like, approaches the person and asks them if he, like, knows them from, like, something, like, you know, generally when he's trying to, like, pick up, like, women, he's like, hey, don't, like, I know you from yoga class? And they're like, no. And he's like, oh, well, like, I'm so-and-so. Nice to meet you. That was a really late split. The best wing woman? Absolutely nada. You honestly just woke up from a nap because you didn't get enough sleep last night? Oh, no. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night either. It's okay. We're team no sleep club. Hopefully you're doing well, though. But yeah, Twitch is definitely considered a real job, and, like, you know, while it's not what I do full-time, I think it's something that could very well be something that I do full-time at one point. And that's kind of the dream, honestly, but, like, you know, it's definitely a respectable career. I think people like Ninja and other really big creators have kind of normalized, you know, the fact that being a content creator on the internet's, like, a very real thing. It's funny, the guy that I met the other day, he was telling me how he really likes Dr. Disrespect, and we were talking about him a little bit. And it was really funny. Because, like, this guy, like, and these people are, like, they work in, like, an outdoor shop. Like, they're really cool people. Like, you wouldn't expect them to be, like, the kinds of people that would be talking about, like, Dr. Disrespect. But, like, everybody likes, like, streamers. Like, every streamer has, like, a very unique audience. And I think, you know, the whole, like, stereotype of it being, like, just for nerds or, like, something that, like, you know, isn't cool is totally, like, a sham. Like, and that just, like, you know, like, this person's, like, a very outdoorsy person, is very into things that, you know, people would not, you know, stereotype, they'd stereotype nerds to not be into those kinds of things, but, like, he watches Dr. Disrespect, like, you know? I mean, even as a streamer myself, I've interacted with many people who are very different, you know? Just because you watch streams, it doesn't make you a nerd. But it's just interesting. I don't know what happened there. It's just interesting how, like, the dynamics kind of changed, because, like I said, way back when, people were like, oh, like, it's all the same kind of nerdy people that watch, like, streams or whatever, and, like, totally not the case. That was also a great way to lose a bunch of time. But it's all good. You're not a flirting type, you guess you are. Times a selfish lover, and definitely not the easiest boyfriend for a woman to have. Dang, man. At least you're real with yourself, though. Is playing Wii Sports good for you? Absolutely. It's not about the pickup lines, it's about the quick jokes off the top of your head. Teach me how to be charming, chat. Hey, baby, did you fall from heaven because it looks like your face is smashed in? Oh my gosh. The best pickup line is please. Yo, what's up, Minji? Oh my gosh. I know that I had deaths here. That's too funny. But yeah, the dynamics just changed, man. It's crazy. It's a game changer. Being a Twitch streamer is, like, the next cool thing. Like, it's, like, almost as cool as being, like, a professional athlete. Like, people are into it. Mach 8, leaf tires, and paper glider equals win. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to make the plays here. Oh god, I hate doing that. Bad puns are what gets the girls, trust me. Oh yeah, dude, you have to be funny, but, like, not, like, actually funny. You have to be, like, kind of cringy funny. That's the play. Dating 101 with Sammy. Be nice. Don't be mean. And be kind of cringy funny. And that's it. Then you're in there. Go, Speedy Bean, go. I'm trying. You're glad you can be an elitist nerd. Oh my gosh. Nerds rule the world, man. They rule the world. What's your guys' favorite track in this speedrun, by the way? What course do you guys like the most? This is literally all the courses in the karts in this game. Could you imagine if they had a Super Mario Kart game, like where like every course ever made was in it? Would you guys be into that? Find someone who you get along with and then it goes good from there, exactly. Oh, dude, that was hella dicey. Hella dicey. Mario Kart Ultimate, exactly. You're never gonna get a girl because you don't care who needs a girl when you have video games. The Ice Ice Outpost shortcuts are really sketch. Well, did you hear about that guy that married that like artificial intelligence, like the AI that's based off of like some like anime girl? Did you guys hear about that? That's the future, man. Just gotta marry the AI girl. How are my current times so different from my personal bests? I'm not sure I know exactly what he's saying. We've only ever done one run, so our personal best is like, I guess just not as good. I guess I'm just playing better, honestly. You know, I'm more familiar with the run. I'm probably just making really small optimizations. Like when I did the first run, it was kind of more of just like a test in the waters thing. Yeah, no, I mean, I've played this game a lot, but no, I've only ever done one run before this, so it's like the second ever run. Somebody married their Nintendo DS, that's amazing. I strive to be that person. I'd marry my GameCube. I don't think I'd marry my DS, though. Detroit Become Human, basically. You like Waluigi Pinball, it's your all-time favorite. Not Wario is probably your fave in this game. You just noticed that there's no items? Whoops, yeah, there's no items at all. No, it's Mario Kart for the Nintendo Switch. Brassfoot, how you doing, man? Hopefully you're having a good day so far. The coins do make you faster. I think there are categories where you can run without coins as well, but like, the coins make it a lot more fun. Oof. Dude, we're so close. We only gotta save like 10 more seconds in the next couple of runs. We died on Cheeseland is our big time save. Thank you, Pinchy. The DS is too hands-on. Oh my gosh, I'm done. I'm done, man. Do you drive faster with your wallet full? Absolutely. Oof, I need to grab all these coins. I really should grab coins. Let me grab some of these dudes. Okay. We're definitely gonna lap people on this. You have a baby face, Santhus? Oh my. I do too. Unless I grew out like facial hair, I'd probably look really, really young for a while. I don't grow facial hair very well either, to be honest. If I did though, I'd have like a giant wizard beard. It'd be awesome. I'd have mythical powers. It'd be a sick time. Be a sick time for sure. You just need to have puns like that off the top of my head. Oh my gosh. Rich people drive faster because they have the funds for tickets. Oh my gosh. You haven't shaved in almost 2 months? Oh my, dude. You hate this track? Yeah, Baby Park is not one of my favorites. In Finland, your ticket for speeding is relative to how much money you make. It makes sense. Yeah, in America, it's not like that. Generally, a speeding ticket is... It depends. It depends on how badly you're speeding, and it depends on the state that you're in. If you get caught by, like, a camera ticket, like a speeding camera ticket, it's usually, like, 40 bucks. But again, it depends. Red light tickets are, like, $80 usually. If you get pulled over, though, it's, like, at least 100. You look so childish because you shaved. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I don't have to shave very much. I'm doing the no shave November. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm scruffy as heck. Can't believe I'm not shaving the entire month. Oh my. It's almost as if I don't shave the entire month anyway. What a struggle. Yeah, as long as it's like not like anything bad, Justin, go right ahead, dude. You had to pay $400 for speeding when you were 16? Oh shoot, man. Did you get tacked on with reckless driving? Because if you go a certain amount over the speed limit, you get tacked on with reckless driving and they can charge you more. Ugh. Knock on wood, man. I've never been pulled over by a police officer. I've only you know had minor things kind of happen. Like I've gotten like a speeding camera ticket, I think. You're going 70 and a 55. Oh, that's like not that bad. Dang, man. That's true too. You got a texting while driving ticket, but you weren't texting and driving? That's jank. That's a huge fine. I know in Maryland, at least, they fine you like $500 for texting and driving. It's actually crazy. I mean, it's important that they fine you a lot of money, but like... Yeah. You shave around once a month? That's about when I shave as well, yeah. You want one of those Hulk Hogan mustaches when you get older? That'd be cool. In Norway, if you get like 10 offenses, you lose the license, and speeding can range for 1 to 3. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, they have like a point system in America too. Yeah, in Maryland, it's like a really big fine. Yeah, what's up, Sam? How you doing, man? Like, you can get a really, really big fine in Maryland. They're very, very adamant about that. In the state that I live in, you can talk on the phone and drive. You don't have to use hands-free, which is kind of nice. Because that's another big fine in Maryland, too. He asked you if you were drunk. Dude, that's crazy. I'm glad that it worked out. In some states, you can't talk on the phone and drive without, like, a hands-free device. But, like, in Idaho, you can just, like, talk on the phone. They don't care. How to avoid tickets? Use a bus. Exactly. Just got home and you're cold? Oof. Well, welcome home. Hopefully you warm up soon. It's definitely a little chilly outside where I live, too. But I got the heat cranked up in the house. It's nice. Yeah, it's similar for, like, Maryland. I think they say that you have to use, like, an actual hands-free device. Like, I don't think speakerphone counts. But in Idaho, you can just hold the phone right up to your ear. No, I'm Waluigi. I am the Wa. You said you may have checked the time. That screwed you? Oh, jeez. I mean, the thing is, like, that's crazy. Yeah, what's up, Yaskun? How you doing? Thank you for the bits. I don't know why the alert didn't play. I didn't hear the alert. Shit. Oh, there it goes. Little on the delay there. What the heck? Texting and driving was only $15. That's crazy. Sounds like the cop just wanted some money for lunch, dude. Alright, I'll try not to let you down here, Yo, Brassfoot, thank you so much for that follow, man. I appreciate the support. Alright, as long as we don't, like, do anything really stupid here, sub 2 can happen. This is gonna sub 2 hour. We still got a long ways to go. Also, I definitely, should have collected some coins there. It's fine, though. We got 7. That's not bad. I can get, almost all of the ones that I need here. We did get it. Alright, we got 10. It was around $200. Gotcha. That's not too bad. That's rough, though. It's not even so much about the fine. It's about, like, the points on your license. Like, that really sucks. Getting points on your license is, like, no fun. Oh my god, dude. Yo, thank you so much for the follow. Give me 1 second. I will shout you out. I just gotta make sure I, like, don't mess up while I'm driving over this finish line here. Devil Zangle? Devil Zangle? I think that's how I say your name. Thank you so much for the follow, my friend. How you doing? Thank you, thank you. Hopefully you're having a great day so far. Yeah, the only time, when I was younger, my dad actually got pulled over when we were driving across the country, and he was driving the moving truck, and we were following him in a car, and he screwed with us, man, and the cop was like, totally like, come on, dude, like, because like he just had to pay a fine, for speeding, but he pretended like he was getting arrested, like he went up to the car and like put his head up against it, and like it was like, oh my god, dude. Like he told us that he asked the cop if he would like pretend to arrest him, and he's like, dude, you got like kids in the car, like that's messed up, man. But he played along with it a little bit. But that's terrible, man. That's terrible that your friends were screwing with you. Your granny used to speed sometimes when she was driving you back home from her place, and she drove sometimes over the loose license threshold. Fast and Furious with the small kids. Oh my. Points on my license, high score. Yes, dude. But yeah, I'll never forget that. It was so funny. It was in South Dakota. We were at Mount Rushmore, and we left Mount Rushmore, and he was going fast in a work zone, and they had a cop there, and he pulled him over, and then he was like, oh, can I like screw with my family a bit? And they're like, what the heck, sir? Like, what are you trying to do? But he scared us for a minute. We were just like, oh shoot, is he getting arrested? Like, what's happening? Only my dad would pretend to get arrested. Only him. Rico 4. Alright, we just gotta have a clean last couple of races, and then sub 2 is ours, my friends. Oof. I'm sorry, Yaz Queen. That game is supposed to be a pretty fun game. I actually don't own it, but I've seen people play it, and it looks like a fun game. I'm a big fan of the Mario Tennis on the GameCube. So it's definitely a little bit different. I think the new Mario Tennis, it's nice that they have basic rules, because like it seems really complicated with all of the different like elements of the new games. Oh yeah, the community is awesome. Like we are a great group of people. It's such a amazing experience to, you know, have the community that we have here and be able to get to know each and every person in the community, and, you know, have the community, you know, get to know one another too. Like, we're all one giant family, and it's incredible that you guys are, you know, a part of the stream journey, a part of what we do here, and a part of the Samily. It's incredible. It really is. Like, I feel so blessed and lucky to have, you know, a community that's not only growing but also is filled with amazing people. The loss was difficult. You'll get them next time. You'll get back on the grind, and you'll just be like, psh, time to get all the savage plays. You like Mario Tennis, but you prefer Splatoon. I played Splatoon 1. It was pretty cool. But I didn't get Splatoon 2. I wasn't super keen on it. The road E16 has been improved since the freeway, since it's improved since in parts, but back then it wasn't a good 2-lane road. Oh geez. Oh yeah, for sure, Mini. Super Mario Party's a waste. I like Super Mario Party. I think it's one of the better Mario Party games that they've made in a while. But I do think the classic ones are better. I wish that they had online parties though. If they had online parties, I think that would be really, really awesome. But I think although the maps aren't necessarily where I'd like them to be, I still respect it as a game, and I think it's a pretty solid game that we're freaking driving off the edge to. My goodness, it's gonna come down to the wire, guys. We only got a couple more tracks to go here. Oof. We can't choke, guys. No TheSammY chokes. It is a step in the right direction. Oh crap. Oh crap. Ooh. Pretend you didn't see that, chat. We got like 2 more races after this. Like low key. We have like a bit of a buffer. This is literally like the sub 2 all over again. He's choking it away. No. I don't remember if I went for the skips or not, but I don't know if I did or not. So we're just gonna kind of roll with it. Mario Party 8 wasn't that bad. Mario Party 8 I think was the last Mario Party that people were like, "Ah, this game's not too bad." My favorite Mario Parties are the ones on the GameCube. The GameCube Mario Parties are best. Yeah, a lot of people are into Mario Party 8. The motion controls kind of made it really fun, but 9 and 10 apparently were not very good. No, dude. Damn, alright, it's gonna come down to these last 2, chat. If only Hudson was still around to make Mario Party games, I agree. I've played most of them. There's like maybe 1 or 2 I haven't played other than the new ones. Like 9 and 10 I've never played. I don't think I've even played 8. But I played 7, 6, 5. I don't know if I've played 4, and then... That's really bad. I don't know if I've played 4. And then I don't think I've played 1. Or maybe it was 3. It's either 1 or 3. But other than that, I think I've played just about every single other one, so... Get off the gravel, man. What are you doing? Dude, that's so bad. Oh my. I'll be sad if we choke it away. I really want to get the sub 2. We might have to do another run if we choke it away. I kind of would be keen on doing another one anyway if you guys were into it as well, but first let's focus on getting sub 2. This is dicey. I feel like I had some mistakes in my Big Blue though. I think I fell off on Big Blue, and that's like pretty unfortunate, but hopefully there'll be some time save here. Alright, we're in there. Like, it's totally cool, but I'm sketch. So we don't have a lot of buffer. What? Dude, are you kidding? We hit the side of the train. Oh my god. It's over. No, it's not over, but like, that's rough. I did fall off in Big Blue. Minnie remembers. Minnie never forgets. The jank mistakes in Ribbon Road kind of suck, but it's gonna come down to Big Blue, I think. Like realistically. Dude, I'm spooked. How bad is it? How bad are we losing time right now? I hope it's not anything crazy. It can't be that bad because I don't see the time ticking off yet. We gold split. We gold split. Are you kidding? Damn, Subway was bad. The choke is a fun spam for sure. Every time you can't do something on 7, Feud would be like, what? Sub 2 confirmed, we'll see. Alright, here we go. Here we go, chat. You get the gold. Gets hit, gets stuck in all sorts of things. Alright, we got all of the speed here. We didn't have any speed in our last one, so. This could be good. We already have top speed. Oh gosh, chat. Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in miracles, chat? Sub 2 is like pretty dang cool actually, like I'm kind of a fan. The music though, it's so intense. It's so intense, man. We in there. Sub 2 hype! It's been done. Yo, thank you for the bit, Yaz Queen, for the good luck. Heyo. Top 10 saves in speedrunning. I don't know if we'd call it that, but that was pretty good. Was this the air shot clip? Oh jeez. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'll watch it on stream in a second. Oh my, but hey, sub 2, we did it. Look at these good splits as well. We had a lot of golds. We could probably take the category further, but lots of golds. We take those, chat. Sub 2 hype. The question is now, do you guys want to see another run, or should we do something different? But let me watch this clip. Let me watch the clip.
Sub 2!
Oh my god. My ears though.
Oh my god!
Sub 2! I can't even do it. It's so loud. Turn it down. Let's watch it together, please. The clip's right here. I could put it up on stream. Ooh, sub 1 next, maybe. Sub 2! Oh! We did it. Is your graphic meaning to say that I've got the best possible time on every course? Not the best possible time, but we got some good times there. Oh my goodness. I don't know where that even puts us. What is it? 150. Oh snap! I think we're top 50% now. I think we're 31st place. Yeah, we're 31st place. We're almost top 30. Heyo. But yeah, what do you guys want to see? You're at the dentist office and that was way too loud? Oh my gosh. My ears. I didn't know it was going to be that loud. I'm sorry, chat, I've let you down. Can I play Roblox? I don't own Roblox. Can I play LM? We could maybe do an LM run. What do you guys think? What would you like to see? Any 200cc tonight? I don't know. Roblox is free. Viewer races? We could do some viewer races as well. We got like about 2 hours left of the stream. I'll tell you what, alright. We'll do one LM run and then we'll do viewer races for the rest of the night. How does that sound? Are you guys keen on it? If you guys are keen on it, I'm keen on it. Play Minecraft. Oh my. Sammy's got that LM going. Oh boy. All right, yeah, we'll do it. We'll play the LM for the fans. Let me change over the stream title and the layout here. Oof. All right. Keyboard is so loud, man. Alright. Let me go ahead and get things changed over. It's gonna take like a second. But hey, dude, I'm actually so happy about sub 2. I wanted it. I wanted it real bad. Oh my goodness. Alright, let me go ahead and I have to... Oh jeez. To play around a little bit here with the oh gosh, all the squeakiness. Can we see the time trial scores? I don't have many. They're not very good. I can show you them really quick. But they're not very good. I haven't done a lot of time trial stuff. My best time trial time I think is like on Sherbert Land. I'll show you really quick while we have a second. But you can see that not very good. I haven't done a lot of time trials. Sherbert Land I think is my best. It's like a low 2 minutes something. But let me switch all this over here. Gotta go back over to the component. Whoop, there it is.